I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Buddy, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've been coasted for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight, because he's going to be...
Let's do it.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Let's go.
Come on, you're better than that. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight, and you're much better than that guy.
Oh, great work. I love it. I love it. That jab's slick.
Come on, get your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
Don't give him no free shots, yeah? Just keep him on the end of your jab.
You let him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
And box.
Counter with the left hook.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Hold right hand.
Switch stance. That's it. What are we doing again?
Next time.
Listen, you've switched up. What are you doing? You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Box.
Hey, look at me, look at me. Good shot. And again.
Good work. That's it. Stick to the jab. Jab's working.
Good shot. Okay, you let him back into that fight, and that's his round. I need you to go.
Let's go.
Go back to the left hook. Look at his hand position there.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Stick to southpaw. Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know what we do in the gym? Be confident. That's it, nice and smooth. Now stay like that now.
Fine.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? You've done all that.
Let's do it.
Come on, what are you doing? Switch on. What are you doing? Come on, you're letting back in now. Stick to the game plan. Get your boxing back together.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock, trying to
Disputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Lyndon King Arthur.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified...
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Scoring uppercut there. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. You believe what we are seeing. Good defense stopping that jab. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. Here we go for round two. There's a counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Punch, counter punch. Are we about to see Arthur go down? And King Arthur goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
They are going to surrender. No mas. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is...
world in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pakia.
All right. Let's fight.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your losses.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here is Saul Canelo Alvarez. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion.
This bout.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That jab misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land the jab there. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. That left uppercut doesn't score. Punch, counter punch. A perfect counter lands. Missing with that jab. Just missed with that hook. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
And he's going to be confident. You've got to take it.
And there's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. He blocks the uppercut. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Counter shot lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Misses with the jab. Beautiful. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
By boxing back together.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
Nice counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. And that hook misses. No rest for the weary. Sugar Ray is down! I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think.
Mind back on the job. Get back out there.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab doesn't find a home. What a punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being used. They're the size of an average man.
Perfect counter shot. Got him there. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Don't want to lose this fight, do you?
There's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
It happened.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in
They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape.
Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75 inches.
And he'll be facing Joe Calzaghe, the pride of Wales. 174 pounds, 6'.
The Magic Man, Antonio.
It's no. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time. And that's the opening bell, round one. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
A counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They exchange punches. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They both want the knockout. That left hook missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like that. I'm happy.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
You're fighting a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. it's pretty much even Stevens.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. That jab gets blocked. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Tarver in some serious trouble. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? That counter punch caught him clean. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, look at that thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Just misses with that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two were made for each other. Nice counter shot. The Pride of Wales in some real trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both men step back for just a moment. Bombs away! You'd like to see more jabs. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Tarver in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it.
There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Couldn't land that jab. He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. That big hook doesn't land. There's a counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Swing and a miss with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made looks.
Get that jab back.
And we enter the 8th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And shoot. Joe Calzaghe just went down. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two.